Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the A Brighter Day podcast. My name is Beverly Knox Davis, and of course, you've seen me everywhere, and I'm just excited about all the things that we are doing here at A Brighter Day. But please, check us out on all platforms at our website at abrighterdayOutreach.org, and just, make sure that you just stay in touch with us because we have so many wonderful things happening here. But today, we are here with an amazing young man that I've known for a very long time, a good portion of his life. His name is Jonah J Reid. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Oh, you all are in for a tremendous treat on today. So, Jonah is our headliner for the Celebration of Kings. So, anybody that has joined us in the last 7 years, because this year is our 8th year for this particular event.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. It was such a huge hit and it's grown every year. Last year we had over 300 plus people that showed up.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was amazing. That place was jumping last year. We had amazing food, lots of great vendors that made lots of money because I have very strict rules where the vending is concerned. There will be nobody that's a duplicate. So whatever your thing is, you are the only one on site doing that. And we have a little bit of a twist this year where vendors are concerned. Everybody's table will be visited by everyone that attends. And they'll figure that out when they get there as to why that is. You will, yeah. All vendors will make money this go round. So
I like the sound of that. You know what I'm saying? Feeding the community for real.
Absolutely. So, and then our caterers, oh my gosh, Hood Soul Food CLT. These ladies are the bomb. They cook for just about everything that I have going on here now, and everyone raves about it. So if you missed a community meeting, you're missing out because we eat at our community meetings, which is coming up, by the way, this Tuesday. So make sure.
Me hungry. I love soul food.
When you see these ladies' food, you'll know. So I'm just very Derica and also Chef Sparrow. We love y'all. Y'all are just amazing. So thank you for being our caterers and chefs for this event. We're gonna have some great food. But what's important is the entertainment. We gotta have great entertainment. Our DJ Mo got it. He is absolutely amazing. I will forever be connected to him as long as I need a DJ. And then, of course, our MC, I believe you know, Arkevius Armstrong.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he is our MC. So we're excited to have him as well. But, the ones who can sing, dance, and do all the other things, they are critically important because y'all tough on some entertainers. Let me tell you, I've seen it happen over the years. So we got to come correct. So tell us about you and, how you became affiliated with A Brighter Day and the journey because you've performed for us in the past.
I have, and it's always been a great experience. Man, so my artist name is J Reid. I sing and rap all the time. I always talk about positivity in my music. So that's one thing I'm real big about. I never curse too much in my music. And it was on purpose and on accident. It always flows through. Mm-hmm. With that being said, being a family friend of Miss Beverly and Ashley and Jaden, they always knew my character and who I really was. And what's crazy, growing up, I never knew how much Miss Beverly did for the community because I was just a kid. I was just there, just happy to be there at the Super Bowl parties. You know what I'm saying? She has the best Super Bowl parties, y'all.
Love entertaining.
But with that being said, I remember the first time you asked me to perform, I was really excited. I was like, oh, Miss Beverly over here doing big things in the community. And when I came, it was everybody was happy. Everybody was feeding into one another. All the black men had hats on that was crowns. And I think that was a real big thing, having like black representation for men. Showing that we were loved from the community and from everybody that we are that the men pour into, and I think that was real big. I appreciate that.
Yes, that's how this all started. I mean, we were going around the neighborhood. I think it was 2018, and had gifts to give all of the children to give to their fathers for Father's Day. And many of them did not want the gifts. I heard a lot of things, I don't even know my daddy. My daddy's in jail, or other really very negative things to say about the male figure in their life. And my team and I got together and we were like, we got to do something about this, even if it's just for a day, just to focus on good, bad, or indifferent. Let's all celebrate, because without them, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't exist, very needed, just for our mere existence, and so much more. So I wanted to have something where we are celebrating the men, the kings in our lives, or whether you view it that way or not, on that one particular day. I've asked all the moms, put all the bickering aside, children, let's just love on the father figure in your life. And so that's where Celebration of Kings came from. And again, this is our 8th year in doing this celebration, and we're super excited about that, and to be able to have that one moment. And then to see, too, in that first year, the men just kind of, holding their heads down like they weren't really proud of themselves. And I'm like, no, something's wrong with that, too. So I'm going to put something on their head to where you cannot hold your head down.
Right.
So every man that comes in the space where we will be, which is at 511 South Hoskins Road, on June 20th, and we will start at 12 noon to 4. But when you come in, you put a crown on, and every man must wear that crown throughout the entire time. But we took it a step further. These special crowns will go to those men that have made a serious difference in the community. They stand out. So we've chosen the royal color of purple. And we are focused on just making sure, and we're doing five men. So there's a nomination process going on right now where you can nominate a king in the Hoskins and Thomasboro area. Or if it's somebody that just stands out, then that man will be crowned as well. So we're excited about this, and to be able to bring great talent in, male talent, just everyone. So we're going to have a great time. Lots of vendors. We're going to do some line dancing.
Hold on now.
And
Y'all
guess
might
what?
keep me. Oh, my goodness.
This year we're going to do a water balloon challenge because it was hot. So we're going to cool each other off. Lord, I'm going to be in it too. And so it's just going to be a lot of fun. Lots of games and activities for our young people. And like I said, the DJ and the MC, they're going to keep the party going. And the food will be outstanding. All food is free. We do have vendors that have specialty things like desserts and all that other stuff. But I want to talk about you.
Wait a minute. All food is free? Shout out to Miss Beverly. Who do y'all know that has festivals or events like this and is giving out free food? Come on, y'all. I'm going to clap it up for you.
I'm going to clap it up for myself because
Yeah,
it's been some hard work getting donors and sponsors, which we still need. So we are about 30 plus days out right now. So we're doing a countdown all the way to it. But anything that you would like to donate, whether that's drinks or any of the sides, or just reach out to us, 704-612-6390. Or you can email. So just go to our website. All that's there. But I am just excited to have you again. Everybody went berserk the first time that he entertained. Oh my goodness. Everybody's like, oh, who is this guy? I was standing in the crowd and taking in all of the feedback. Even my daughter,
really?
yes, my daughter Ashlyn was like, what? Okay. All right, Jonah. I hear you.
I guess performing in person definitely, it is a different feeling. It is certain songs that I like performing because I think they're better performed in live than just listening to in the car. Because it is a feeling, and entertainment is a lost art sometimes. Rolling Loud wasn't too long ago, and some of these performers who have the budget won't even get background dancers, and it's just it's little things. It's all the little things, and I'm growing as an entertainer, and I take pride in it. And like I said, it's all about positivity and uplifting one another and talking about what life is. And I think this is important that we have more positive artists at positive events.
Yeah.
And so I do appreciate you even considering me, so
absolutely.
this is a great.
This is about men. And I know I love your music. I know everyone will enjoy it. We are also having, everything from a health perspective. They'll be able to get information from that aspect. Anything to help them be a better male in their own personal life, and then for others, for the family, for a whole family unit. So moms, bring the children. Everybody comes out and just celebrate. Let's celebrate the men because they don't get that. What I heard is, it might be a ugly tie or a pair of socks. You might get a meal or two or something. But we're going to really shower the men on this day. And it just happens to be the Juneteenth weekend. So we'll take a moment for that too. I have an amazing speaker. He'll just speak for just a few, just encouraging. But his story alone, this man has been at death's door a few times. And just to see him standing, and he's a performer as well, has an amazing podcast. His name is Reggie Robinson. So shout out to Reggie. He will come and be able to share with the men. And I think it will be something so inspirational. So along with Jonah performing and some other artists that we've already spoken with, the line dancing to keep our culture just embedded in everything that we're doing, and so on and so forth. So I want to hear more about what's embedded in you that makes you want to be a part of something like this, because you can be doing a whole lot of other things. Y'all, somebody already tried to steal him from me for and I said, no, you have to be here for this. But he's in high demand. And again, it is the Juneteenth weekend. But people have chosen to come to this event. And, I've had people, oh, why don't you choose a different weekend? No, it's the Father's Day weekend. And it's also Juneteenth, and we're just going to make it work. People that want to come to this event, they will be there like they were last year. Oh my gosh, we ran out of parking and everything. We got that under control this year.
That's a good thing though.
That's a good thing. So tell me about that piece of you.
This ties back to, my time in school, but it really is legacy. Legacy is everything for me. I take pride in the family that I have, and I plan to start my own family in one day, and I want them to look up to me as a good father figure so they can become their own person. Everybody is their own person, and legacy is important because without legacy, how could you ever follow it or create your own? I think that's very important, especially being black in America.
And a black male in America, that's a whole nother category.
For real. Nah, for real. I mean, honestly, I try to stay positive and find ways to motivate myself every day. And it's all about what we were talking in the last podcast, who you surround yourself with. And I think that's important too. And because I'm surrounding myself with people who are positive, it makes me more positive naturally. Even though that's already what I want to be, you are who you surround yourself with, and that's real important in today's day and age with social media, because you accidentally surround yourself with people that you don't even relate to on accident because y'all connected off social media or y'all met from whatever life throws at you. But it's definitely legacy and finding motivation within the people that you surround yourself with. So this is important to me.
Absolutely. And I've had so many men, especially the ones that come and they experience it, and they're so grateful because they didn't have that boost of being around other men that were positive.
Exactly.
Teaching and saying all of the things that maybe they've thought about but didn't know how to activate. Or perhaps, they may be at the event with their children that they may not have seen for a while. And just to be able to be around other men that are there with their children and be very active and have been active in their lives, it's just a positive way of looking at things and how things can change for them. So I wanted that, especially for all of the babies that I saw, in 2018, when we walked the community and came back with all of those Father's Day bags. My team and I, we just walked back in silence. And I literally went home that day and sat in my closet and cried for nearly an hour because I felt the pain of each child that had something to say negative about their father. So this event is very important to me because it's a way of turning that thing around. I'm always about what's positive. You know, we have the Break Every Chain program, and our goal there is, you know, children are so, you know, they're upset. It may be because dad isn't in the household or whatever else may be going on. But then they go to school and they take it out at school, and then they're put out of school, and then they make bad grades, and they don't get promoted. So it's always a domino effect. So I'm that person that believes in going back to the beginning of the story and how do we fix this from the beginning and go forward. We can't change what has happened, but we can certainly make a difference to change how things will go as we move forward. So I'm grateful to you. I'm so proud, y'all. Like, this is another one of my children.
I appreciate that so much. You have no idea.
Oh my goodness, and we love you. So we're excited to have you on June 20th at 12 to 4, from 12 to 4 at 511 South Hoskins Road. We are very thankful to Carolina Farm Trust for allowing us to utilize their entire area. We had a blast last year. It will be no different. We want to enhance it even more. So come on out, everybody, and support us. 12 to 4, I think it may be a little earlier than some of the other Juneteenth events that may be going on. Just stop by, say hello, spend some time with us, and check out the amazing vendors that will have all the entertainment, and just to be there to catch that whole vibe of being around men that have crowns on. Thank you, Jonah.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. So please continue to tune in with us. We are on all platforms, as I stated at the beginning, and we just want you all to stay tuned and support A Brighter Day Outreach. We're here making a difference in the historic Hoskins community, which we know is the forgotten area of Charlotte, where we're changing that by putting voices here, by doing positive things here, and we want you all to stay connected with us. So please remember, all platforms and our website, you can get all details on everything we have going on. Blessings, everybody, and we'll see you on June 20th from 12 to noon at 511 South Hoskins Road. Bye-bye.